Yo, what's good? We in the madhouse. We getting mad deep. I'm with Kenny Malice, man. Who we got today?
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of Mad Deep. I'm your host,
fucking go.
Kenny Malice. We in this. I was about to curse. I can't do that.
Hey, we already did it. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
Roll with it.
Fuck it. Let's get it.
First episode, we going crazy with it.
So today, guys, we have the honor of having the 818's very own YVS Village. YVS, how are you doing today, brother?
Sir, man. Bless.
Hey, man.
Bless.
It's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in a couple months, bro. It's been a couple months, yeah.
Minute.
But I heard there was some traffic getting up here, right?
Mad. This is crazy, bro. This is ridiculous, LA.
Yeah, bro. You know how it be. But how was your 4th of July, though?
It was cool, man. It was cool. I actually went to a little function, man. Shout out to my boys, you know what I'm saying? Funny Mover, you know what I mean? My boy Saint.
Yes, sir. Shout out to them.
You know what I'm saying? Gang, they always be throwing the events. Check them boys out. They're crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yes, guys, this is our first episode, so we're just fucking trying to see what the vibe is, and we're gonna get this shit cracking. And shout out to the producer right here. Can I?
Well,
Yo, what's up? I am the one who shall remain nameless, but we keep it moving, got motion.
oh God.
Absolutely. But man, tell me what's up. What's been up with you, bro? Like, what have you been working on? Like, how have you been? Like, what's been going on with you?
Yeah, man. I just kind of been in the space of like transition.
Right.
Like, I think like in these last like 2 years, I've been like working on my sound and dropping do different things, and like I feel like right now I'm at a place where I know what I want.
Okay.
In my career, and just how I want to be perceived as an artist. And I think, as like artists, we kind of just feel like we know what we want, but we never know, you know what I mean? You never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to vibe. And I don't know. I think right now I'm happy, man. I'm lit, and I'm just like free, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, it sounds like it's been like a really good journey for you, but like, let the people know like where you started, like, who are you? Where are you from? Like, what was your come up?
Man, I started when I was like 15. I started rapping because like, I'm gonna be real, I wanted to get bitches, bro.
Yeah, bro, it'd be like that, yeah, because at the time, it'd be...
Nah, like, it's man, I'm thinking about it, it's 2016.
Yeah, bro.
Right? Man, everybody in my area is like, it's like, Instagram famous, like, I live in LA, so it's like I got these kids that's like popping on Vine or like popping on Instagram. This is when like kind of Instagram was like at this height, you know what I mean? In the sense of just like, oh shit, like you popping on Instagram, you lit.
Like 2016, 2017.
Yeah. So then like, I saw these kids like, he rapping in my area. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, man, if they can do this shit, then I can do it too. You know what I mean?
Well, where did you where did you go to school?
I went to school like 3 different high schools, like Grant, Birmingham, and like I went to a private school. But yeah, bro, I started like when I was like 15 rapping, and you know what I mean, it was crazy. Like it was so weird. I feel like my origin story, I came in with like greed and shit, like on some like take shit. Like I was just like, I'm only doing this shit for the hoes and money and shit. Like I did it really on some clout shit, like to be cool. And then I think it was one day I was by myself just recording, trying to get better. And I was like, bro, I really love this shit. Like more than I love football, which I was doing, you know what I mean? I wanted to make it to the league and shit, like go to Michigan, play running back and shit.
Like athlete dreams and stuff like that?
Yeah, athlete dreams, hella. And you know what I mean? I think just by me finding that out and finding my passion, I found my purpose, so.
That's pretty dope. What'd you start on?
Man, I started on Audacity, bro.
Damn, Audacity?
Dude, I first of all, I had no money. 2, on top of that, I didn't know anything about music. Like,
Audacity is crazy.
I just knew I wanted to record. I wanted to make music.
Absolutely.
So I was doing that, and then I was recording on my mom's Dell computer. So you know what I mean, we was trapping it, we was thugging it.
Damn. So like, dude, I remember Audacity because back in the day, like before I started doing music and stuff like that, bro, I used to make YouTube videos. I used to make like Call of Duty videos. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I would just record it with like the Blue Yeti, and I would just put like car videos. Like,
I definitely used the Blue Yeti. I definitely used that,
bro. The Blue Yeti was legendary. Also the Blue Snowball too.
I think it was a Snowball. I had a sock on that motherfucker.
Yeah,
that shit stink.
Yeah. No, but yeah, bro, damn, that's really crazy. But where did you get like all your inspiration from your music from? Because I know you're from out here, but something that I wanted to touch on with you specifically is that I know you don't really make like regional West Coast music like you do, but you have like a lot more flavor to you. So
yeah, I actually kind of stopped making West Coast music. And just because of the pure fact that, like, I don't know, I just kind of just like gravitated like away from it.
Towards the newer shit, like towards the, like internet shit, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I'm really just making what I like, bro.
Yeah.
I don't really have a genre. I don't really know what I am. Like, I'm just making what I want. And I think a lot of times it's crazy. My boy Oz Lamar said this. Like, genres are just like things to just put you in a place. You know what I mean? There's no rules. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want. It's art. You know what I mean? It's just all about what people are consuming. And it's like, instead of like them having a genre just liking my genre that I'm in, they should just like me. Yeah. And like, you know what I mean, moving forward, I just was like, man, I'm gonna do what I want. Look at my inspos, like, you know, Uzi, Ye, Tyler, Pharrell, you know what I mean, Drake. Yeah. Those people that I like love because they've always been themselves. You know what I mean? And, you know, like I said, everything will follow. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Really kind of like my inspos and everything. So something that I always wonder about, and maybe you could give me your opinion on this too, is how come I feel like right now, I don't know if you agree with me, but a lot of the mainstream big poppin' artists, like none of them are really coming from like the West Coast at all, bro. Like, I don't know if you've seen the XXL Freshman cover, but it got a little bit of heat because there was nobody from out here. Bro, I'm gonna be real and I'm gonna be honest. I think the real reason why it's because of that is because I think no one's being innovating. Like, no one's trying to do different shit. Like, everyone's playing it safe, and I was playing it safe. Yeah. And it's because, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, bro, like, I'm from the Valley, bro. Like, end of the day, bro, it's one of those things where it's like only certain people, I feel like, that have a certain look or a certain image get the certain type of love out here. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? And there's no disrespect to nobody that does that stuff. Like, I love all those. Everybody in the West Coast is going crazy. Like, I think a lot of times it's just like it's just only LA. It's a LA thing. It is an LA thing. Until somebody does it to the point where it's a mixture of a LA thing and other things that's out there in the world. Yeah. In music, then it'll be lit. And I think I'm gonna be the first one to do that. Me personally, I'm just making what I want right now, and I'm gonna tap back into it because I can really do anything. You know what I mean? I feel like I can just, I don't know, bro. Like, I get what you're saying, and I think I'm the one to do that. So, you know what I mean? Absolutely, because I think we're gonna need to, if we're gonna have like an artist blow up from out here, it needs to kind of like transcend like the regional sound. Yeah. Because like out here, it doesn't really leave like the and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's a LA thing. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, like right now, how I see it, like it needs somebody like me. You know what I mean? Yeah. So right now, I'm making like what I want to make right now. And I'm gonna tap back in, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make something crazy. I'm probably gonna do both, you know what I mean? So I can do whatever. Damn, fire. Well, damn, bro, that's pretty cool, bro. I'm like I said, I'm very happy that you came here. Of course. To the first interview. It's pretty cool. It's pretty unreal, yeah. What you talking about, man? This is the first of many. You're gonna have somebody up in this motherfucker. We gonna have I'm gonna be, you know what I mean, big, but you probably gonna have like fucking Drake. Absolutely, bro. Yeah. No, we wanna have like bigger people Wayne, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Eventually we wanna like also like have you guys like anybody just come on and just chill, talk to us, like maybe do a live show. That'd be pretty cool. Nah, what you mean? It's gonna be viral, yeah. Do you have any like performances coming up or any new albums? Bro, man, I got a lot of things planned, man. Shows, man. I ain't gonna lie, the show thing is kind of something up in the air, but you gonna see me at some festivals soon. What you mean? Definitely, you know, I'm about to drop an EP soon, a month. So on some flex shit, just keep on dropping singles. But I got some shit planned, you know what I'm saying? Especially from my fans and people that have been following me on my stuff. I know it's been a minute since I've been dropping, you know, like consistent. But I promise you, I'm about to flood, and it's about to be crazy. Absolutely, yes, sir. Yeah, bro, I'm excited. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Awesome. And then also one other thing I wanted to ask you about, bro, is obviously you know out here, it's the two most I would say the two biggest consumers of hip hop up here would be like you know the African American community and the Hispanic community. Do you feel like have you when you're growing up in your area, you're from the Valley, right? Yeah. Do you feel like you felt that like sense of unity with the brown? Of course. You know what? You know what's crazy? I remember when I was like younger, like it was most of my friends were Hispanic. Yeah. And it was like growing up in like, you know, the Valley area, you really get a sense of like customs, you know? Yeah, bro. You get an understanding of just the culture. And I think also you can say even being around African Americans, you get the same thing coming from me. You know what I mean? Coming from our culture. And I think one of the biggest things is just like looking at the culture as a whole and how much we share a lot of similarities.
Very much,
and a sense of just things that we like. And it's like I look at like Bad Bunny and everybody that's been going in that, you know,
crazy, yeah.
I look at them as like inspirations from rap music, and Bad Bunny has like been involved in the hip hop community, you know what I mean? So I got like Frank Ocean and like, you know, well, he's not hip hop, but you know, just like African American, you know, like Lil Uzi and stuff like that. And then just like I say, he's been to basketball games, like people know, like he's definitely relevant in the culture, and African Americans love him too, you know. And at the end of the day, I think it's mad unity, and I think it's gonna get even better and bigger, and you'll be surprised. We'll probably have a reggaeton artist that's African American from America. So we don't know. Like it's crazy. So sure, I would love to even tap into that market too and just do stuff like that, because I know I can. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, bro. Have you tapped into the corridos like scene? Do you know what that is?
No, man. I fail Spanish. You gotta tell me what that means.
Okay. So you know Peso Pluma?
I'm ignorant, but
you know Peso Pluma? Have you heard of him?
Nah. Okay. Put me on.
So right now there's this huge genre of music called corridos. It's coming from Mexico. So
wow. Okay, bet.
So reggaeton, which is what Bad Bunny is, it's from Puerto Rico. So it's like a different country. It's like a different sauce.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, bet.
So if you notice, like people in New York, they play Bad Bunny probably a little bit more, just because a lot up there they're Dominican and Puerto Rican. Yeah. So it's more like island. Stuff.
Wow!
But if
wow!
Yeah,
hey,
but if
you gotta definitely play me some music, man.
Yeah, I'll let you. I'll play you some music, bro. But it's like it's cool because now it's blowing up from Mexico.
Wow!
And it's just guitars.
Wow.
But people singing. They go viral like on TikTok and stuff like that. I don't know if you maybe have heard of them.
Yeah. You know what? I have. I think Bad Bunny did a collab with one of the dudes.
Probably, yeah.
No, I definitely have seen that, and I have mad respect for that because it's super traditional. You know what I mean? And I think one thing about it is too, it's like a subgenre.
It is.
You know what I mean? And I like that. I like the variations of it. And like I said, you know what I mean? I've always respected that music just because of growing up. You know what I mean? Around.
It's been around.
Yeah. And then on top of that, bro, I was in a quinceañera like when I was 16, so I had to do all that shit. You know,
I've never been to a quinceañera actually.
That's actually crazy. I know. I'm gonna take your Hispanic card right now.
I literally never been to one, but the reason why I bring the corridos up though is because if you look at those artists that are blowing up right now that are from the corrido scene, they all look like rappers. Like they wear the chains. A lot of the shit that they sing about is like some trap shit, like some real trap shit, but it sounds like Mexican music. Yeah. But a lot of it is like hip hop inspired.
No, and that's the thing. I think that's something that they're taking something that they find something that they love or they feel inspired by and making it them. And that's something that I think rap music has always been. It's always been a way to like express your your struggle or your story.
Yep.
And people have taken it and fused it into something great. So you know what I mean. At the end of the day, like I'm all supporting that, and I think that's super dope. You know what I mean. So I'm definitely gonna tap into. I'm definitely when I got my little Hispanic shot and play that shit.
You should definitely if you ever date a Latina, bro, take her to there's this place in Pico Rivera.
Oh, he put me on.
Nah, bro. The comments are gonna know about this one. There's this place called in Pico Rivera. Do you know what it's at?
Nah.
It's like near Whittier. It's like more towards
yeah. I think I went out there one time.
So it's called Picolandia. What it is, it's a bunch of banda music, a bunch of like Mexican, bro, just like literally.
Oh yeah.
If you're looking for a Latino, bro, that's the place to go.
Oh, it's demon. It's demon. All right, bro. Let's get it. It should be going crazy.
But yeah, bro, shit. Well, yeah, man. I mean, it's been really good to talk to you, bro. I feel like I see a lot of big things for you coming ahead. I've had the honor of working with you, so I thought that was pretty cool. Are you still? So how's your what's your plans for I guess moving forward with like your label and stuff like that? Do you have any more?
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. My plan right now is to honestly bring the music out to the public and just make what I want to make. And I think a lot of times, especially before, I was like in a phase where I was just making stuff because of my area that I was in. Yeah. Being from LA. Yeah. Okay, if I'm gonna make this West Coast stuff, I'm not from the hood. I'm not gonna talk about killing niggas, whatever. I'm not a gangbanger. Right. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, right? I'm not trapping. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make, more party stuff. And then, obviously that came a lot more. It felt like I was making a lot of, it was corny. I felt like my music.
It didn't feel like you, right? Is what you mean?
No, it was me. I just didn't feel like it was cool.
You just feel like you were, yeah,
I didn't feel like it was cool. Like I just felt like I was just making shit that, okay, TikTok, radio, like.
It just wasn't
I
him.
don't really like. I want to express myself creatively in a way where it's like I'm fusing different things. I'm into a lot of different types of music too. So it's like my palette and just what I consume is just like, bro, it's so different. Like I can't just stick to one thing,
bro.
And and I was gonna finish. Like I think right now I'm just making what I want to make, and I'm gonna put it out there, and I'm gonna build an army and just a unity, and putting on for my city. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
Valley, you know what I mean?
I think what it's gonna happen is I think a new sound that a lot of people are gonna start tapping into is like not necessarily like all the sounds, but just like the way it makes you feel, like the style of like EDM, like house music.
Yeah, and it's so crazy that you said that, bro, because I literally have been tapping into that, and it's like, bro, like I said, I'm making what I want, and I'm just making different shit. You know what I mean? I'm really making shit that like get bad bitches dancing in the club, like model hoes, you know what I'm saying? That's really, man, I really just make, like, if you really want to say, like, where, like, if anybody, you listen to me, my music is for the bitches. I make music for the hoes, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've heard it, yeah.
It's just,
I could attest to that, yeah.
Just, like, come on, bro. Like, it's just mandatory. It's mandatory. It's mando. Like,
right.
And like I said, like, I'm in a situation right now where I'm just making what I want.
Fire.
It's like, it's for the hoes.
So I have a question for you, actually.
Yes, come on.
So there's been a lot of talk about AI, ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Have you ever used AI to help you like create a song yet? Because
bro, honestly, fuck no. I have not done that shit. I have not had AI help me make lyrics. Just off the pure fact that like I don't really need to. Like it's just like I think personally, if you're an artist and you do that, it kind of diminishes, you know, you as an artist. You know what I mean? Just because it's just like you could have this person, you could tell what to say, but I feel like if you break it down in your words, it's super authentic and people know, you know what I mean? And then the day it's like, you know, you can always fake something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To the point where it's never gonna seem real.
Yeah.
It's never gonna seem real.
What I do like about it though is if you make like a song and you do the AI thing where you put like someone's voice over it, bro, if you can do that and sell songs to these artists,
that is something that I like AI for. I think that's super cool. I think playing around remixes, I think that's super fun. I think that like the creativity of it is cool, but using it in a profitable way, in a way where it's like kind of like disrespecting the art, it's kind of
like shortcuts.
Yeah, it's shortcuts. Like even with drawing, like I think like there's artists that have like that drawing, that style. Yeah, like I think AI art just kind of just looks kind of like.
It looks a little weird.
It looks a little weird and it looks AI. It looks really goofy.
Looks kind of creepy.
Creepy, yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I respect anyone who likes AI. But I think AI is just used for, I think what I feel like AI we're gonna use for in the future is for information. Like getting shit we need, something on something, you know what I mean? I feel like it's like, I think instead of me like looking some shit up, I can just go to AI, he can tell me.
Yeah.
Or I can maybe, if I want to learn, if I want something or get this review or get the history on something, it can tell me that. I like AI for that. You know what I mean? Because it's really going to take the most credible sources and put it right in front of your face. I like that for AI. You know?
What if someone made an all AI album as a concept? Like as a
Would I listen? Yeah. But you can tell me that like I the respect value. I think a lot of times in music, and I want you to kind of maybe say your opinion on this. Don't you feel like in this game, especially in rap music, it's all about respect. It's all about the level of who you are, in the sense of just who people look at you, consume you. Like, you know, great example, Gunna. Like, even though Gunna is in a, you know, he was in a, you know, fucked up situation when it came just like the political shit of just like, you know, the streets and shit, and he dropped an album and it was really, really good. His album was really good.
I low-key haven't heard it.
It's really good.
It's good?
It's really good. And you know, you would think like, bro, if this would happen like maybe 30 years ago, people would just be like, bro, where the fuck Gunna? We gonna hang that motherfucker. Like, he snitched, like this and that. And that's, I don't know if he snitched. I don't know. I don't really know the whole details of it, because at the end of the day, that's just like, it's a lot of information. You got to really dig deep on it. But at the end of the day, bro, like, we're at that phase right now where music is just music. You know what I mean? I feel like right now in this world, no one really cares about, like, I feel like there's levels to it, but it's really just music. What does the music make you feel? You know what I mean? You can be the hardest dude, or you can be whatever it is. You can be the coolest dude. But it's like, what does your influence and your music have on the people? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I think influence is super cool too. Like, you know, you might not have. I feel like there's some artists that we'd be like, okay, why do they have this? Why do they have that? It's because their influence. It's like how they go about it, their music, aesthetic. Like, it's there's so many things. I feel like it's a science. You know what I mean?
And they don't really have to be like necessarily the most liked or top charting artist, but just like the things that like, for example, Cardi. Think of how many Cardi clones are out here, bro. Like, come on.
And that's the thing. I think really clone is really just, there's difference. I feel like there's clones and there's inspirations.
Yeah.
I feel like being inspired by somebody's not being a clone. I think a clone is someone that's really just biting it.
A clone's kind of a disrespectful term.
Yeah, it's like, it's like biting it. But it's like, you know, I remember Uzi. I remember Trippy would get like a lot of Uzi.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, he would get a lot.
Yeah, but he was, I think he just got inspired, or he was just, it's really because his fan base loved Uzi so much, or Uzi, that it just became a Trippy fan base. You know what I'm saying? Because he used to, cause I think Trippy talked more about heartbreak, you know what I mean? More emotional songs. Uzi was just like, it was kind of like emotion. It was like emo shit, but like more lit shit. Trippy was emo, but like at the same time, he would just be on some like acoustic shit.
It was aggressive, too. But he could get really soft.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I think like he beat those allegations. I think, you know, everyone's going to get allegations like that. I might get it, whatever the fuck it is, but it's like, it's just how about you do it, man? It's just really like, you know what I mean? And I feel like me, bro, like, I'm in a situation right now where it's like I'm working and I'm grinding, and it's like so easy to sound like somebody else, you know what I mean? Man, especially in this world where there's so much music, you know what I mean?
Well, now it's so accessible. Like, if you see like people are making songs on BandLab, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and you know, shout out to my boy Judo, you know what I mean? My brother.
Shout out Judo.
You know, YVS Judo, and YVS Chase Beans. They my brothers make shit on BandLab.
Shout out them. Yeah.
And then that's how they started, and then they got into like Logic and shit like that. Yeah. So we was thugging it.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. The more you talk about that 2016 era, bro, the more I'm like, damn, like that was really an era that, and also being in high school in that era was lit.
Yeah, awesome.
Fuck.
Yeah, I definitely feel like, me personally, I think like going through that phase in high school where it's like I'm developing my own music taste.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Music taste. Yeah. It's just like, I think a lot of times people don't understand. It's like the music you listen to really is just a depiction of your life, you know what I mean, or what you're consuming, or what your vibe is, you know what I mean? Like, great example, right? Like
it's like a vibrational expression that you can hear.
That's what I'm saying. I think
vibes,
for
literally.
example, like, have you ever had like an artist you caught on to, and it's like, okay, the reason why you caught on to is because like no one really knows about him, and it's super hard. Like, great, that was like me for Uzi. And like at one point for DaBaby, like when I remember when the Baby first came out, I'm not gonna lie, I might get like ridiculed or whatever. Like, I was a big DaBaby fan.
Shout out DaBaby.
I still like DaBaby. I think he needs honestly, after this, he needs another hit. Like,
he just kind of like
he needs another hit. Like, I definitely feel like Shay Sun was a great hit.
Yeah,
I think he needs another one. Drop a crazy album. I think he can make a comeback. I never discounted him. I just think, you know, it happens. You know, people get canceled, but I think he has the energy. So
I mean, he really kind of ran it up before they canceled him on the crazy shit.
You know what I mean? End of the day, like, it is what it is. Like, shit happens. But I personally feel like him as an artist and the energy he brings is something that I feel like I got inspired me.
I just like that he wasn't so serious with it. Like, if you see the Suge video, it's funny. Like,
but I also feel like, okay, and then I want to get into another topic with this. It's like seriousness. I think me being an artist, you realize you need that sense of seriousness. You need any type of seriousness with anything you do. You know what I mean? Because people will take you as a joke and flip what you feel like is a sense of not a weakness into a weakness. So I think a lot of times, even for me, I've always realized I need to be serious. You know, because at the end of the day, I'm serious. I'm serious about this shit. I wake up every day and I drink and I think about, why am I not lit yet? Why am I not even dream, I think about every day, why am I not at the point where I want to be? You know what I mean? And that's how serious I am about it. You know what I mean? I work at it every day. You know what I mean? Just as much as you do in this every day. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like, how serious, you know, do you get? You know what I mean? To the point where it's like you're not being like a fucking spaz. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I guess a better word for that would have been like, the baby had like a sense of humor with his music.
Yes,
right?
yes. You know? And I feel like a lot of people kind of switch that and use it as a type of meme.
Yeah.
It made it memeable.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the thing. Like, I think a lot of times, like, the internet is so weird because it can be a tool to push you so far.
Really
but
weird.
But then it can, like, destroy you. It can destroy a career in seconds, minutes. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think really with the baby and what I learned from that whole situation, it's like, me as an artist, be serious, but do it in a way where it's not discrediting your craft.
Right.
So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, cause I like the baby. He's cool. I always felt like it just feels like nowadays though, music, kind of mainstream music, is a little bit too like tough for like mainstream.
No, I think, me personally, I think like I said, leaving the baby, like going to somebody else, I think it's like you look at just people that make music that get big, that end up becoming a sense of, you know, wrapped into the social media thing, if it was just the controversy or who they are as a person. And like I said, that can destroy you, you know what I mean? It can build you up and then it can destroy you. And I think me as an artist and how I look at it is, like I said, like being in a situation where you're benefiting off of the memeable shit you're doing, but not letting it define you. Not like you becoming, okay, you're a meme. You know what I mean? Like memes are, I feel like when you become a meme, it's like you're like 4 seconds.
Yeah.
And then you're on to the next thing.
Well, you can also, there's 2 different ways that you can do it. You can either be like a smiley meme, like a Mario Judah meme, or you could be like a Playboy Cardi, which is like, it's consistent and it helps your fan base kind of like keep fucking with you.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? I think, like I said, I think there's really no rules to this shit, but at the same time, it's just being self-aware. I think that's the number one rule. I would give to any artist out there, anybody who does anything creatively, like being self-aware about what you're doing and letting yourself know, okay, is this getting too far? Is this taking away from my music? Is this coming to a point where like I'm doing this shit and it's like making me look not like an artist or a professional? You know what I mean? So what realization do you have with yourself? You know what I mean? Being self-aware. And if people like don't fuck with it, okay, fuck them. Like do what you want to do because you want to be looked at as seriously. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was like something that I had to kind of realize too. It's like, you know, when you're doing TikTok or you're doing all these other things, like you got to make sure you have that serious factor at the end of the day, or else people are going to put you in a situation where they only just see you from that. You know what I mean? And you don't want that, you know, because it kind of discredits your music.
How important do you think it is for the artists to like have like more ways for the people to connect with them, as in like live streaming, being on camera and stuff like that, like pretty much like this?
You know, it's funny. Okay, so I talked to, you know, one of my mentors, his name is Troy Carter Jr. He was telling me how like in music nowadays, we are just constantly wanting more from the artist. And I think what we need to do is, you're right, and having talks like this could really easily boost more of interaction with fans. But streaming, clothing, merch, you know what I mean? If it's live stream, whatever it is, Instagram posts, those are things you feeding into a market. And once you feed into that market, the fan base grows. You know what I mean? And we can't even put Cardi into the same category anymore, because Troy, you know, he told me this. It's like Cardi blew up 7 years ago, gang.
Yeah, he's already gone. He's on.
That's almost a decade. You can't even put Cardi in the same conversation. Let's put like maybe Yeet. Or like Yeet was in a situation where he was a part of the biggest group around, you know, Slay World, and you know they were doing their shit, and he benefited off of that. But it's like you look at other artists now, it's like they're putting out merch, they're putting out clothing, they're streaming, they're doing all these things because it's not, and I think it's really because obviously they want to, and you know they're doing it because they love it, whatever it is, right? They're making content, but it's also for the fans. Like if you're a fan. And my favorite person in the world I listen to for any shit I'm going through in school, home, whatever, is giving me merch, giving me constant content about them, I feel like I know the person, and it's like you're feeding me that. You're constantly feeding me. So, you know, end of the day, which I had to learn, and I'm giving it to other artists out there too, creatives, always feed people, always give them something that they want. Because, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, we're in a situation where you have to do that to make people care.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have to give them a bunch of things to consume. And if they don't, it kind of just like, you're not gravitating. You're not having that core fan base. So the people that really listening to your music, you know what I mean? Because I think a lot of times we get so distracted in like numbers, but who's really listening to the music? Who's really developing that fan base? And I think Cardi is one of them, Uzi, you know, even like Baby, all these other people that have like, you know, those fan base, Trav. But you know who's somebody that I saw do it amazing?
Who?
Logic.
Logic's fan base is crazy.
Logic. On everything I love. Shout out to my boy Phil Lamar. Shout out to my boy Eyes. You know, they brought me to this show. I went with my boy Julian Rose.
Logic show?
Yes. And it was one of the craziest things. And I'm gonna be real. And I'm sorry, Logic, that you're gonna have to hear this. But before I'm like, bro, this is fucking Logic. Like, I'm not even gonna want it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not because I wasn't like, oh, I don't like bro music. It's just I don't really listen. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think Logic's talented. I just like, you know, especially nowadays in this world, or in rap nowadays, you know, you like you hear like, you know, if you get like those type of rappers like Logic, you're just like, like I'm not trying to hear that shit.
He definitely has his own like his own very dedicated niche fan base, but they really fuck with.
Yeah, and it's really what I was going about that is just because like that type of rap is kind of been like put in the back burner. Yeah. In like what is like consumable. You know what I mean? In a sense, you know what I mean? Logic, I think he should be in those big group of like top tier rappers just because of the hits and, you know, how talented he is. He's an MC, you know, point blank. But what I was getting at is just like he was really able to make that pure connection with his fans on a level where I never saw Travis Scott or like Drake or anybody. Like I really like, I've been to a Yeet show, like, and all, like it's just, you know, we just, you know, it's different energies, different people, it's different vibes. And bro was having like a whole therapy session like in his show, bro, and just that connection he had with his fan. It was just like people was crying,
like it wasn't just people screaming and fucking
like, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I never seen no shit like that. And it was super eye-opening to me, and it made me feel like, okay, this is how I want to be with my fans.
Damn, so that show like changed your opinion on Logic?
Not even my opinion. I always thought he was talented and amazing. It made me appreciate him a lot more and make me understand why he is and who he is.
I think the corny label is unfair.
Yeah, no, that corny shit is just, it's just, it really what it is, bro. He's himself.
Yeah,
and that's the problem. I think a lot of times when you're not, in a sense, following the cool agenda, you become uncool. Yeah. And like I said, bro, like end of the day, when I went backstage and I talked to him, I spoke to him and shit and everything, and I was there, just the gems he was dropping. It was a beautiful experience, man. And I just want to like just say, like, I think that was a way where you needed to start being with your fans. Like I think any artist should do the same thing. It was so cool. He had a whole set and everything with his show. Fucking Seth MacFarlane popped out too.
Oh really? Oh
yeah,
shit.
Bro, fucking sang like Frank Sinatra.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy, bro.
That's so pretty awesome. Cool. He sang a Frank Sinatra song, isn't his like nickname like Bobby Sinatra?
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty
it was fire, but that kind of opened my eyes and made me think, you know what, this is how I need to be with my fans. Like just that connection,
just a different energy,
that feeling, that meaning. And it's like, bro, man, I feel like nobody would ever do something like what Logic did, and that was just like, wow. Like I feel like somebody that like the people that were crying in that crowd, the people that were there, like, you know, they came back inspired. You know what I mean? That energy. I felt like I was ready to go. You know what I mean? And that's how I want people to feel. Yeah. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, you know, it's like I said, it's all about taste. But I think that shit never loses, bro. That shit never loses.
Yeah. Has it been 15 minutes yet? Can you smoke? Can my boy roll up? Yeah.
Okay. Bet.
You're good enough. You're good to light it up, bro. Now the party's really getting started.
Yeah. Do you have a lighter?
You have a lighter?
Yeah, I do. Let me pass that to you.
Throw that motherfucker. Hey.
Yeah, but
Nice.
Here you go.
thank you, bro.
Absolutely. Yeah, man, bro. Shit. Well, it's pretty cool to hear your opinion on all this stuff. I've always wanted to like really talk to you in the studio, but obviously, you know, you have your sessions, you're busy, you're working, you know. So it's cool to be able to, you know, to get to talk to you,
bro.
bro.
I'm a cool ass motherfucker, bro. I'm very chill, bro. I'm gonna keep it a stack too. Like I think a lot of times, bro, how you really, I think in life, like, man, just have good energy, man. Like, treat people how you want to be treated. That's how I always look at it.
I feel like karma is a real thing. Like, however you treat people is like whatever energy you give out is what you're gonna get back. I'm a genuine believer in that.
Ken Carson said, "Don't underestimate anybody." Because you never know who's going to, you know what I mean? You just never know. Like, end of the day, bro, when I remember I first met you, you was like somebody, I was like, oh, you a producer? I'm like, bet. I didn't know. You could have had a placement, whatever it is, but I treated you like you had one. You know what I mean?
Dude, that was something about you I really appreciated, because I remember when I first started working at the studio, you were coming in for a session, and I think Broski was like, "Oh yeah, Village is fucking hard." And then he played me some of your music, and I was like, "Damn, he's cool." And then one time you came in, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's YVS." So I came up to you and I was like, "Hey bro, what's up?" And then, you know, thankfully, like, I ended up being really cool with Broski, and then I got to listen to more of your shit, and then I got to work with you, so that shit was pretty cool. And we definitely gotta drop that song. I gotta send you that.
Yeah, bro, we gotta make some shit.
Yeah, I'll send you some beats too, bro. We can make some Jersey club.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
What you smoking on, my boy? Indica sativa.
I don't even fucking know.
I don't know. It's just it's the studio weed.
Is this some loud at least? Oh yeah, huh?
It's the
Ooh,
studio
then you
weed.
know it's that loud.
Oh, is that
Smoking on that madhouse.
It's that loud. That Zaza.
Oh God.
The gas pack.
Oh God. Okay, so bro, how do you feel about people saying like, oh, hip hop's like been like dying, like in a sense of just like, 'cause you know, rap hasn't been on the number one recently, but I'm gonna say Uzi is gonna go number one.
He's gonna go number one, yeah,
of course.
But it's Uzi because look, bro. Now, like I was saying before, music is too like now music. In terms of the mainstream rap is very regional. So right now the most poppin' places it used to be Atlanta, but not no more. They used to be dominating everything back in like the 2010s. Now it's like you see people from Chicago, New York, and a lot of influence in Florida, Detroit, like all these different places. Every single state sounds different, bro. Every single art, like if you show me an artist, I can tell you.
That's the internet.
Yeah, it's like exactly. And the
you can really get influenced by anything. Like you like end of the day, it's like you can fucking be from like Ohio making drill rap, or like you can be from fucking Minnesota making drill, or like Minnesota making LA rap, whatever it is. Like it is like there's no limits to anything nowadays. Anyone can dress or act the way they want to, because in the day, like, you can get the information just by like doing it on the
Hey yo, Village, how you feel about Lil Mabu?
I fuck with bro, because he's a marketing genius.
Yeah, that's what I say. People
and I'm gonna be honest, I respect bro a lot because he's a marketing genius. He's himself. He's a character, and honestly, I'm gonna be real. The fact that he gets hate is the reason why he's gonna be great.
I know.
And I didn't rhyme that shit on purpose. But like, so that's why I personally think really what it is, I wish I can do what he can do as a marketing. Like I like, bro, if anything, like I know like when he gets really big, he's gonna be able to fucking run a label or some shit, because he knows what the fuck he's doing. Like he knows how to market, he knows how to be in these rooms, how to get it. Like he's moved and grown tremendously. And I honestly think he's one hit away to becoming that guy. I respect it. I think he's hard, but a common criticism is that, oh, look at this white boy making drill music, and like people are actually dying behind this shit. Like, what are your thoughts on that? I guess like him using a specific type of like sound. That is a great question, and I think it's really just all about perspective. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, we live in this world where people listen to music not to really get insight anymore on people's lives half of the time, mostly did for a vibe.
It is a vibe, to be honest.
You know what I mean? And like I said, you know, I don't really know the whole thing about bro or his backstory, his life, but I do know, yes, there are people dying for this shit, from this shit, and it is sad. Really is sad. But one thing I will say is that it's perspective. Who's listening to the music? Who's consuming it? And at the end of the day, do I think he's like going into the madness? End of the day, we can put everybody in that category. And on top of that, you can add his skin color, but at the end of the day, it's like it's just one of those things where I look at the whole situation as who's listening to the music and what is the like the whole thing with just like, you know, drill in itself, like should even drill be a thing? You know what I mean? There's more things, there's more factors. I just feel like we shouldn't just look at him, you know what I mean, really, because at the end of the day, like he's not really hurting anybody, you know what I mean? And like I said, it's just, I think it's really just about who's listening to the music, who's consuming it. Is drill even good in general to be rapping about, you know what I mean? It's like, I think drill's hard. I'm a big drill fan. Do I think it's not the best music to listen to? It's not the most positive,
pretty
music.
Low vibration.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I fucking love drill music. That's just hard.
Do you know who is the granddad of that white drill rapper like shit, right?
Who?
You don't know who it is? Am I gonna have to say his name? The unnamed?
Is it Slim Jesus?
Yeah, shout out Slim Jesus. I fuck with Savages. You a fuck boy, you can't hang. Come on, bro. That shit was a classic. Do you remember that shit? Did you ever hear that?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I do remember that song.
Yeah, Slim Jesus was the go, bro.
Hey, no cap. That fool had emotion and shit, but as soon as he said that he be capping for his rapping,
he was capping hard too.
He got cut. He got blackballed hard as a motherfucker.
he was capping hard.
I don't like. That's the thing, bro. It's like, it's crazy because niggas be capping, but it's like,
it's art though. I give the argument, like I tell people all the time, bro, like,
but at the same time, I do not think that's cool to cap. I'm just saying, it's like, do other people really care?
Yeah,
I care. Like, I really do care. Even last thing, I mentioned Gunna before, and it's like, you know what I mean? I think it's really good, but it's like other people, you know what I mean? It's like I think Gunna can get to this point where it's like, okay, yo, he's making this good ass music, and it's like, do people care if he's tied in that bullshit with the snitching shit? And it's like, me, I think personally, I don't know how can he get through this hump? Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's just your credibility.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what do you do? So it's just like I said, do people even care? Do people even remotely care about that? Does that even mean anything? But at the end of the day, I think it's like, sometimes like it does get you so far, because it's like the higher ups will be like, nah, we don't fuck with that shit. You know?
Speaking of the snitching shit, I know like a lot of different rappers now, bro, have been coming out with like paperwork, but it's been stuff that it's like very like people argue about it. It's not like people argue, is this snitching? Like, do you feel like people are kind of like overreacting now and just kind of doing too much with it? I just feel like it's the internet, bro. Like,
I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. Like, I think, man, that shit is such a sticky situation, because it's like, it's just federal shit. It's just like, it's paperwork. It's just like a lot of scenarios. It's like niggas end up becoming like dead ass detectives, bro. It's like, come on, bro. It's OD. I'm gonna be real though, man. I honestly think that,
hey, yo, and that's no cap, because before you came here, we was talking to Boss Man. He said there was an artist that we could not have come through here because he has a federal tell on him.
bro.
No cappers.
Yeah, bro. Like it's crazy, man. It get too wild. Like, I think, man, when people do that shit, I think you just lose credibility.
Yeah.
At least in my eyes, you just lose a little bit of credibility. I don't think you're ass. I don't think the music's bad. I don't think, like, in the day, like, what do I have to tell anybody that they're a snitch? Like, in the day, I'm not no street nigga, so I don't really know. So I'm not credible to even really speak on that shit. But one thing I will tell you is, it's just like, shit, if I know, like, you're talking hella hard in these raps, and then you have paperwork,
it just looks funny.
It just looks funny. It just looks funny. And it's just like, sometimes it's hard. It's really hard to get over that hump. But at the end of the day, like, I think nowadays we're in a new era where we have so many people listening to hip hop and so many people consuming it, to the point where it's like a lot of people just don't really care.
Yeah, a lot of people don't really care because at the end of the day, bro, like most of the, like a lot of people that listen to hip hop like aren't from the streets, especially like the mainstream hip hop. I feel like the ones that really trip are like the street rappers for real, just because they're from the streets, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Who you listen to?
Bro, I don't really right now I'm listening to a bunch of Baby Smooth from Detroit and mostly just Detroit rappers, and I've been listening to a lot of corridos too. But I just like the Detroit sound, bro, because it sounds so I don't know if you listen to you listen to some Detroit rappers, right? Yeah, bro, they just go crazy. I just like how they rap. It's chill.
Free Rio.
Yeah, Free Rio, bro. Oh my god, dude. When I found out about Rio, I was like, what the fuck are these people from Michigan doing? This is crazy as hell. But it was cool though. I like it because
Rio the GOAT.
yeah, absolutely. I think she's supposed to be out like sometime this year, right? Like in a couple months, something like that. He's gonna go crazy.
He's GOAT. Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Lunchbox.
Dude, my homie put me on to Lunchbox, but I'm not gonna lie, like the new Jazz album, I heard it, but it just kind of sounds like Yeet to me. Unless I don't get it. I probably just don't get it yet. But he was showing me, he's like, bro, it's just hard. And I listened to it. I'm like, yeah, it sounds cool, but it just sounds like Yeet.
He's up next.
Is he?
He's up next.
He's going to blow up?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Shout out Lunchbox, yeah.
I'm gonna do a song with him.
Oh, are you? Yeah.
Manifesting that shit.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. Also, bro, do you by any chance have anything that you want to say to people that are watching this that I guess like want to be artists in this new age of this new 2020s decade? Because it's not like how it used to be. Because before you could just post it on like SoundCloud and YouTube and eventually it'll blow up organically, but it's like now, like I think you have to built in marketing into like your own music.
Yeah, I think like taking that step into just spending and putting in time on your craft, I think is super important. And you know, I'm not perfect, and I'll tell you one thing. It's really just all about looking at what you feel like is you and doing it and finding that and making it fun. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna be honest, I think a lot of people don't say this enough. Making content is hard. It's very demanding. You have to be consistent. You have to
it's draining too.
Yeah, you have to treat it like it's a religion. Like it's like working out. And you have to be in a scenario where you're constantly putting that out there and always being on that type of content ready. And you know, bro, I was gonna say like you know, an artist who does that really well.
Who?
It's like Too Rare.
Dude, I see. Like, I'm not tapped in. I gotta tap in. He makes like, he's from Philly, right?
But like, people don't talk about how consistent or really good he is in making content with his friends and doing it all together.
I'm gonna have to tap in.
That's what I'm saying. And like, they all have been able to like, since they're all making content, really doing cool things. So like I said, like, it's just like one of those things where it's just like, you know, if you're an upcoming artist and you know you're out there, look at content like your music. Like, say, you know, you're making music. The music always comes first. The music always comes first. But once you feel like you're making the music you want to make, and you really truly believe, fuck everybody else, what you believe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Obviously, take opinions, take it. You know what I mean? Whatever, with a grain of salt, and just move forward. But when you're using the content, use it as a tool to promote your art that you love.
Right.
And I'm learning that, you know what I mean? I'm doing that right now. And when you do that, you're going to make so much better results than ever before. You know what I mean? Just because you're really getting the feedback you want. You're getting the people that are interacting with your shit. You know what I mean? Just really live on the phone, live on the app. And I like TikTok, whatever it is. It's Instagram. So yeah, I think like really focusing on that when it comes to like social media. And another thing I would like to say is like, be fearless, bro. Just do whatever you want.
That one's hard for people because it's like a mindset thing. That's something that I feel like a lot of artists need to know too. It's like,
well, that takes time. And honestly, I would say, like I said, like, I'm not telling anyone that you should do drugs or anything, but like, you know what I mean? Take steps to open your mind creatively. And I'm not going to say what to take or do whatever, because you can do whatever you want. But do things. If it's like go to the beach or like, you know what I mean?
Just to be inspired.
Yeah, like maybe change up your look. Or
Fire.
Like, try different things. Like, you know what I mean? Listen to different music. Like, I don't know, ask what your parents will listen to when they were like young. Like, you never know. Like, just little shit like that. because they just never ignore the signs. Never ignore the signs. The signs are always all around us.
Definitely fire,
So you just
bro.
look at, you know.
This has been a great conversation, bro. Is there anything that you want to say to like the viewers and stuff like that? Anything you want to let them know? Anything you want to just kind of put out there before we end this?
Love yourself and understand that everything happens for a reason.
I felt that shit right now.
And that whatever happens, just know that if you just be positive,
Yeah.
like you're upsetting the frequency and you're getting a better outcome and you don't even know it. Because it's gonna set out that bad outcome is just setting something up for something good.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, this has been the first episode of Mad Deep. Fucking crazy, amazing.
Hell yeah, that was great. I fucking love it. Let's fucking go.
It was awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much, YVS, for pulling up. You're our first guest, bro. It was definitely fine. We're gonna have you back again. And when you got that buzz down YVS chain, bro, you're gonna have to flash it on the camera next time you come here.
Oh hell yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're peacing out, guys. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. You guys have a good one. Appreciate you.
Peace out, future me.